come in here and they displace all the struggling older American workers. And I mean, come on, be honest. They're liars, though. They're liars. God Almighty, help them. Have mercy on their souls, man. Had a case where a highway patrolman was distracted and he slammed into a vehicle and he killed some people. And he was sentenced to something or other, but they're going to punish him, for this and community service, probation, and stuff. And it's messed up. It's just like anything in our society. It's arbitrary and capricious because, you see, that cop is the very last one that's ever going to be distracted behind the wheel again. You understand? That's the way this thing works. So our whole system is just corrupted with nonsense. We don't know what the hell we're doing, but we can't help ourselves. We've got to do it. We've got to do it for vengeance. We've got to punish. We've got to have penalization, penalize people, penalties, right? So even though they know that this is the safest person on the road, when I was 16 years old, I saw a guy get run over and killed. Okay, but the young couple that hit him pulled over, and if they'd been drinking, the cop would have known. And I was really the only unbiased eyewitness to the whole thing. But you see, this guy is going to be the last person that's ever going to run somebody over again. Okay, if it was because his windshield was fogged up or whatever the case may be, maybe he was distracted. Okay, we don't know, but he does know. And if you accidentally kill somebody, you're the last person that the society law has to worry about, doing it again. And this guy being a highway patrol, I mean, and he was on duty. I guess he was going pretty fast, so anyhow. This Phil Mudd character, the CIA guy, oh my God, this guy needs to be in prison immediately. He is an arrogant so-and-so. I mean, is this guy still employed? I don't know that he could be employed, but Trump needs to get rid of this clown. I mean, there is some black hats in these agencies, these spy agencies like the CIA. There's some bad actors in there, and this Phil Mudd character, he's one of them. That guy reeks to high heaven. Okay, this guy's even alluded to, they need to kill him. I mean, he's going against us, and the FBI, we were started in 1908, and the presidents come and go, but the FBI, we're more powerful than the presidents, and you don't want to mess with us sort of attitude. I mean, what in the hell? Could you imagine? It's like some snot-nosed, bratty little kid telling their parents the score and how it's going to be, okay, when they don't know the first damn thing about parenting. I mean, he's just an arrogant so-and-so. God have mercy on his soul. I mean, I don't know what to say. I watch this TMZ once in a while, or, I'll kind of just pick a story that I might be interested in watching on it. But on TMZ, I was sad to say that Harvey, I like these people too, but Harvey Levin and Charles and Van, they ganged up on another one of TMZ's reporters, and they were ridiculing him for, this is the bullying that we're always hearing is so bad and wrong, but they were bullying this other reporter that was working at TMZ for thinking it's stupid that the Philadelphia Eagles should boycott Trump. And, that they thought, well, of course they should boycott Trump and all this, and they have a right and duty and all this kind of crap. And, even though I don't give a crap about sports, but I am glad, of course, the Eagles got to win their first Super Bowl. That's pretty cool. So I'm happy that it went that way. But I didn't watch any of the game. And, but, the point is that, they were ridiculing this reporter that thought it was stupid that these guys were saying that they should go, that the entire Super Bowl team, the winning Super Bowl team, the Philadelphia Eagles, should not attend what traditionally they have in going to the White House and being honored at the White House. But anyhow, we got homeless murdering going on in Las Vegas they're concerned about, and this stuff has been happening in the Bay Area, Silicon Valley. They're having the same issue with that. Real psychos out there, man. Okay, on to a few thoughts from this past week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks now, but I need God's help to contend with evil. We all need God's help to contend with evil. The lucky one, the lucky ones know this truth, this fact. That's right. Admitting that you're needy and that you need God, that's the first step to getting it together, man. We need God. Remember who owns you. Remember who created you. Remember who has control over where you go from here. The only reason the vast majority are opposed to complete universal freedom from birth is that we've been indoctrinated from birth to believe such a lofty reality is unattainable, inviolable, and merely a foolish, idealistic pipe dream. That's right. So most people, they just poo-poo it. They scoff at the idea for being born free from birth of the, money master of misery, to be born financially free. And so they just make fun. They ridicule anybody that believes that. But indeed, I believe with every bone in my body, every fiber of my being, that when God's will is accomplished on earth, there is not going to be any hint of advantage, disadvantage, which is what money is all about. It's about Satan having an advantage over others and all the minions thereof, witting or not, that love their lives in this world because of the money. They don't want to be in a world without money. They don't want to be in a world without advantage, disadvantage paradigm being the rule of the day. They don't want to be there, so they won't be there. So it's not like God has to be some mean guy that's sending people to hell. People are buying their own tickets to hell by not being ready and wanting to live in a world entirely without money, without an advantage, disadvantage paradigm. See, if you don't want that, you're going to hell. You've got to really want that place. Unless human beings challenge themselves and explore their godlike, limitless potential, they are not satisfied. Yeah, I see that more and more in my own life. I realize, you know what? One of the issues I've been having over the last decade or so is that I haven't been challenging myself enough. We all need to. It doesn't mean we need to be successful in the sense of, of course, making a lot of money. That's how we interpret and define success, right? But no, you've got to, even though you don't give a crap about being great, but you might have great things within you that need to come out, manifest themselves, and offer to society, contribute to society. And you can't let, your aversion to fame and fortune keep you from doing great things. So, I'm just saying that we need to challenge ourselves. We do need to. And if we're not challenging ourselves, we will not find gratification, satisfaction in life. And God is always prodding us to explore our bounds and not just be satisfied with a humdrum 9-to-5 job and paying the bills. No, God's always prodding us to be all that we can be. Like that motto from the Army, be all that you can be, and challenge yourself to do great things. Because you've got a lot. Explore what's in you and all the ideas you have. Everybody's an innovator. Everybody's got good ideas, ways to improve existing designs and existing things that exist. Okay, everybody is really, really smart. Okay, really, really smart. Human beings are super smart. We have these things called imaginations, and we got to use them. We got to toy with it, have fun with it. It's recreational. It's good. It's satisfying. We've got to do it. So I encourage everybody to not be satisfied with just a humdrum life and explore your possibilities. Challenge yourself. Try it. Even if you fail, at least you could say at the end of your days, I tried and I failed. I just didn't have the aggression, whatever it took, the stick-to-itiveness to succeed at this thing. It is true that I feel very lucky. The problem is that I don't want to feel lucky unless everyone else feels lucky too. You see, and that changes the whole paradigm. It reminds me of what Victor Hugo taught, that prosperity makes monsters and adversity makes men. You understand? Because somebody that's having adversity is not feeling particularly lucky, are they? But somebody that's prosperous, they feel lucky. But you see, I don't want that kind of luckiness. I want a ubiquitous luckiness that changes the entire paradigm. So if we're all born free with a silver spoon in our mouth, so to speak, then there's no lucky to feel. I mean, we can all feel grateful and fortunate and thank God